Hey guys, Kellen here. I want to address something that has recently come to my attention. I'm in the middle of recording my first book on audio, and I stumbled across. To be honest, I don't often dwell in the past. I move forward, and I hadn't revisited my first book in years. In certain chapters I know so well, or thought I knew so well, I hadn't revisited in years. And I was recording my first book on audio, and I stumbled across a passage in my first book that horrified me. That I wrote this, but in it I'm basically perpetuating driving stereotypes against Asian Americans. And I would love to excuse this and say I wrote this 10 years ago when tolerance levels were different, and that I've since lived abroad and, speak several languages now, and that I have aged and learned, which is all true. But we're in a day and age where it's just not acceptable to say and remark these stereotypical comments against a culture or group of people and think it's okay. And so I would like to just take this time to apologize to the Asian community. There is no excuse for I'm sorry. I need to look at the camera when I earnestly say I'm sorry. I am sorry that I perpetuated a stereotype against Asian Americans. Stereotypes are what fuels hatred and racism, and I'm not trying to be all about that. And I am making efforts to have my first edition of my first book discontinued printing with this sentence or two in it. I have removed those from any future publications. That sentence will not be in my audio recording, and any future editions that will be removed from forever. But there are copies of my book out right now that do contain this passage, and I just want to take the time to say that I acknowledge that it was not right to have said that. It's not okay. It wasn't okay then. It's not okay now, and that I am learning from this horrible misjudgment in words, and I will not ever do this again. I am making strides to have it completely removed so that it's so that the current edition is gone, and that this passage, this sentence, or I think it's like a sentence or sentence and a half, is just stricken. And I wanted to make this video to let everybody know that I am coming clean. I did do this. It is my writing. I did say that, and it's not cool. It's not right that I did that. I'm not in the business. I want to make people happy and make people laugh, and singling out a group of society and perpetuating stereotypes is just never the answer. So I'm doing what I can to make sure this error is at least partially rectified, and have learned from this mistake. And I am genuinely sorry to the Asian community and any community that I have offended. I do not mean to offend people. I'm about inclusivity, especially in my life right now. And the ignorant asshole who wrote that in 2008 or 9, when I wrote that story, is not me today, and shouldn't have been me then. I knew better. I was raised better. I have been the victim of stereotyping and bullying, and it's not right, and it's not okay, ever. And I truly, sincerely apologize to the Asian community first and foremost, and to any community that I have offended. This will never happen again with me.